Hi. Hi. I'm Chip Hamlin.
And I'm Earl Prescott.
And this is
Tackle Talk with Chip and Earl.
How you doing today, Earl?
Chip, I'm doing great.
It's good to hear, Earl.
How are you doing?
I'm doing about as good as a stack of pancake with butter on top.
I'm more of a waffle guy myself.
We're out here back on the Lone Star Lake in Texas, or Tejas, and we're fishing for, well, I'm not really sure. We're kind of just gonna play it by ear, see what's in this lake. I've been talking to some of the locals, and they said there's quite a wide variety of species in here.
That's right. So far we've seen grass pickerel.
Actually, it's all just been grass pickerel,
That's it.
hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't seen any other fish. But who knows what's in store for us today?
That's a good point, Earl. And you know what? I think this might be a good time to try something new. We're gonna go ahead and try some pet food with a pretty big hook, number one. We're gonna cast over by them lilies. Got a bit of a leader on right now. Let's see, how long is that? About 40 inches. That's about almost 3.5 feet. Not really sure how deep this water is, but I guess we'll find out.
It's about 8:13 a.m. Beautiful day. A little humid for me though.
It's definitely gonna be a warm one. And gotta get your fishing in a little bit early, because towards 11 noon, when it gets really warm, the fish take a siesta.
What's that? What is that? Siesta?
I think my bobber's getting a little bit stuck over in them lilies. I'm kind of worried about a snag here, but hopefully that doesn't happen.
Chip, did you ever play any sports as a kid and growing up?
Well, I gotta tell you, I was a pretty good sportsman. In particular, I was the star shortstop in my little league. My team name was the Paul's Painters.
Were you any good?
How about you, Earl?
Really drifting into those lilies there, aren't we?
Yeah, that could be trouble. We might have a snag, but we're getting a couple nibbles here. Look at that. You can see the bobber kind of turning sideways, and
Little nipples there.
something's liking that pet food.
Chip, when I like to indulge in a ice cream sandwich every once in a while. It's a delicacy. It's got ice cream in the middle, vanilla usually, and 2 cookie layers on top. But you just mentioned the word nibble, and that kind of, I don't know, reminded me of how I like to eat ice cream sandwiches. I don't take big, wide bites of them. I nibble, because if you take too much of a bite of an ice cream sandwich, the very low temperature can sometimes hurt your mouth, hurt your teeth, and cause you a very slight amount of discomfort. And if that can be avoided, I feel typically it should be.
But if you take too long, it's gonna melt all over your hands now, isn't it? We got a fish just toying with us here. He's definitely interested in what we're peddling. Look at him. Look at him. Those are some solid hits.
It's like a kid in a toy store who doesn't buy the toy, but he goes in the store and plays with it all day and never buys it.
I gotta tell you, if I was a store... Oh, here we go. I just launched him right out of the water. Get out of there.
Fish on, Chip. Fish on.
What do we got here? This looks like a green sunfish. I gotta tell you, it's a pretty looking fish.
Beautiful fish
Look
there.
at it. It's got a lot of color to it, doesn't it?
I really like that.
We're gonna go ahead and throw him in our net with Jerry and Jerry Jr. As I was saying though, if I was a toy store owner, I gotta tell you, I don't think I would take too kindly to that kind of thing.
What would you do if a kid came in and kept playing with toys but never bought them?
Well, for starters, I'd look for his parents and then tell them that if their child wants to play with the toys, they're gonna have to start renting them out. And I think what I would do is I'd start renting them. It's okay for them to play with them. They don't have to buy them.
Chip, this reminds me of a story from my past. There was a toy store down the street. I live in a small town. It's called Gideon's Toy Shop. Old Gideon owned the toy shop. And every Mondays and Thursdays I'd go down to the toy shop and play with this unicorn. This beautiful unicorn. It had beautiful, beautiful wings. Clop it around on its hooves and flap the wings around. I loved that unicorn toy. But old man Gideon, he didn't take too kindly to me coming in every Wednesday and Friday and playing with this unicorn toy. He said, you're gonna pay for that, or you're never gonna come in here and play with it again. I can't accurately portray his voice, but it was something like that. So after about a week or two of this, let's just say I took it home.
Well, Will, sometimes in life, if someone isn't giving you something, you just gotta take it.
That's right, Chip.
We got another fish on here. Look at that.
That was a really nice.
Oh, look at that. It's a nice little bluegill.
It's a bluegill.
We've already got
it's a bluegill.
A couple different kind of species of fish today. Very diverse.
That's a bluegill.
I might try to switch my lure. See if we can get something else. We've been trying the pet food. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, I'm going to try to do some really fish on the bottom, because carp like the pet food, but they like to go pretty deep. Gotta see how deep this area is. Not very deep.
Chip, now might be a good time to take a phone call from one of our viewers.
It's a good idea, Earl. Let's see who we got on the line there.
Alright, we have a caller on the line. Hello, you're on with Chip and Earl. What's on your mind?
Hi guys, this is Marge. First of all, I just want to say I love the show. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Okay, I wanted to get your opinion on something that's been in the news lately. I don't know if you know this, but there are people out there who, they start out as men, and then they want to become a woman. I think they're called transformers or something like that. And so there are men out there that dress in dresses and skirts and things, and they're trying to be women, and they want to use women's bathrooms. I think that's absurd. I don't want to be in a public restroom and see a penis. I don't. I don't want to see it, and I don't want my little girls to see it, and I think it's a total disaster. So I just want to get your opinion on that. Good luck with the fish. Love the show. Bye, guys. Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks for the call, Marge. That's a really a good question. What do you think there, Earl? Do you think Transformers should be able to go into women's bathrooms?
I mean, look, the world is changing in so many different ways. You have men wanting to become women, women wanting to become men, and that is totally normal. That is something that can happen to people who feel that maybe they have been born to the wrong gender, and if they feel that they should make that transition, then that is completely acceptable and should be accepted by everyone in society, not just some people. Transformers are a cartoon series that came from Japan. It has a bunch of robots that transform into vehicles. So that's not what we're talking about here. That's something completely different.
Oh, that's oh, I got a little bit of snag. I think I might have to cut the line. Well, that's well said, Earl. And let me just add, if you're worried about seeing penises, or your children seeing penises in the bathroom, what you can try to do is expose them to some other penises first, so that when they see a stranger's penis, it's not such a startle. You might start with the parent's father, maybe a brother, or a grandpa.
Chip. I don't think that's such a good idea. If you have a young child in the house, you do not want to expose them to any nudity at a young age that can affect a child mentally. Seeing a parental figure in the nude can almost kind of confuse in children. It's been proven through psychology that it's definitely not beneficial. So we definitely are not going to condone that kind of experience on Tackle Talk.
Well, I think here I might have to just respectfully disagree. Excuse me. With the scientists. See, actually, there's a neighborhood boy, and his parents were worried about the same sort of thing, and well, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but we went swimming one time, and he saw mine, and he seemed better for it. I think it helped him get over his fear and his parents' fear. They never found out, but I think Billy was better off in the end.
Chip, where is Billy now?
These fish are really nibbling today, though, aren't they?
Nibbling like an ice cream sandwich, Chip.
I think it might be a good time to get another caller, perhaps?
I think so, Chip. Got a caller on the line here says they have a very simple question. Let's take a listen. Hello, you're on with Chip and Earl.
Oh, hi, Chip and Earl. I just had a question. What kind of ice cream do you like better? Chocolate or vanilla?
Well, that's a bit of a fun question.
We were just talking about ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, that's
Shouldn't you know it?
that's perfect. You go first, Earl. What do you think?
Vanilla.
That's why vanilla? I think a lot of people prefer chocolate.
Do you prefer chocolate?
Actually, I can't eat dairy. It gives me a pretty suffocating gas. So I don't have ice cream very often.
I like vanilla.
Okay.
Looks like we've got another call on the line.
I hope this one is as fun as the last one.
Hello, you're on with Chip and Earl. What's on your mind?
Hi. Am I in the show?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I wanted to know, have you guys ever seen a mermaid? I think they're real. I think they're really real, okay?
Well, that's an interesting one.
Did you say mermaid?
I think you said mermaid. What do you have any mermaid stories? Earl?
Mermaids aren't real. They're not real.
Well, see, now that surprises me
make-believe.
about you, Earl. Don't you remember that time when we were out doing some ocean fishing off near Newfoundland? It was late at night, and I think you might have been sleeping. We were staying out overnight there, and I heard a little bit of a splashing, and I saw a mermaid. Don't you remember me going and waking you up? I said, Earl, you might want to wake up. I think there's a mermaid out here.
That wasn't a mermaid. That was Denise. Do you
No?
remember Denise?
No, I don't think it was.
It was. She was on the boat with us.
Well, I know that, but
We were doing a sack race beforehand. She fell overboard. You thought she looked like a mermaid because she had the sack on her legs? That wasn't a mermaid. That was Denise.
Denise?
Yeah.
I thought she was the mermaid.
No, that
So-
was...
Just a sack? Oh, it looks like
It
we
wasn't
got
a tail.
a fish on here. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and reel this one in. But it looks like another bluegill. Yes, it is.
It's bluegill.
That's a bluegill, all right. Not my favorite.
They're good eating.
They're okay.
Put them in a fillet. Make a sandwich. Bluegill sandwich.
Well, Earl, it's getting to be 9 o'clock. The sun's getting pretty high in the sky. I think might be a good time for us to take a break. Call it there, because like I said, the fish are gonna take a siesta.
What is it? What is it? What's that?
So, we'll see you next time on
Tackle Talk with Chip and Earl.
So long.
Chip, what's a siesta?